And the smell is wonderful.
Well, hey, Alan, can you get me the cake pans in the back there?
Sure. These cake pans have been prepared ahead of time. What we've done is sprayed a little bit of oil around the inside rim of each pan and then sifted some cake flour along the inside of the rim as well. We've also placed some wax paper at the bottom of the pan, and this helps keep the batter from sticking.
Well, I normally prefer to bake in two separate pans with somewhat of a thin layer of batter because it bakes a lot faster. But if you prefer to bake a thicker cake and slice it in half, that's perfectly fine. So I'm going to pour it in the pans right now. So I'm just going to divide it in half. Hey, maybe you can turn on the oven for 350 degrees to bake?
Absolutely. I see you gently spread it out from the middle all the way to the sides.
Exactly. Now, I'm going to tell you another trick.
Okay.
There are different kinds of cake pans in the market. The aluminum one will bake the cake probably a little more evenly, and it doesn't darken the cake at the bottom. The thicker cake pans will bake the cake much more evenly, so you don't have that dome in the middle. I have the thicker kind, so when it comes out, you'll see a flat cake. Hey, Alan, do you want to put these cake pans into the oven?
I'd love to. The oven has been preheated to 350 degrees.
And for these cake pans, you want to bake them for 30 to 35 minutes. If you bake a thicker cake, it takes about 50 to 55 minutes.
While we're waiting for the cake, I'd like to have some tea.
I feel like having a cup of coffee right now.
Hey, we can have both.
We'll be right back.
Please come back to join us again tomorrow on Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living. We will be making our vegan whipped cream topping and decorate our fragrant orange vegan cake. And now, please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next, wishing you many sweet pleasantries in your days.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Welcome to Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living. We're back to decorate our moist, fruity, tasty orange vegan cake. We'll show you how to make a light vegan whipped cream frosting. Stay with us. We're going to save you a slice of yummy orange vegan cake.
Wow, the kitchen smells wonderful. I think the cakes might be ready.
I think so too. Let's put our cups of coffee and tea away and we get the cakes out.
Okay.
I'm going to put these plates down so the hot pans don't burn the table.
Here's the first one. It looks wonderful, nice and hot.
Smells really good. I love that golden brown color of the cake.
It looks perfect.
When I bake this cake, it takes about 30 to 35 minutes to look done. If you want to test it, you use like a toothpick or any kind of wooden stick, and you just kind of poke in the middle. And when it comes out clean, and you know it's done. Another way to find out it's not done is the batter kind of stick onto the stick, and you're just going to have to make it a little longer. Or we're letting the cakes to cool, so maybe we can get the frosting ready. Well, Alan, this particular cake can be served with a sweet, creamy, vegan buttercream icing or a light whipped cream frosting. So today we are going to make the vegan whipped frosting.
Sounds delicious.
Well, the ingredients for the frosting is 1 can of rich whipped topping, and this is a vegan formula. And this is a whipped cream stabilizer, and this is the orange flavor. You can purchase the orange extract in the store, but if you want to be original, then you grate the zest of the orange again and squeeze the liquid out of the peel itself. And this is what it looks like.
Well, Jane, what is a whipped cream stabilizer?
Well, Alan, it is an ingredient that helps stiffen the whipped cream, and it prevented the whipped cream from becoming watery at room temperature.
I see. Well, let's make some frosting.
Okay. So this is the non-dairy whipping cream. So we just pour the whole can into here, and this is the package of Whipped It. It's the whipped cream stabilizer. I'm just going to use the whole package. So we're going to mix it. Again, you're going to start slow, and then at the end you're just going to turn it fast. So it's going to take about 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn it on, so it's going to be a little noisy. So when you mix whipped cream or any kind of whipped topping, you always mix it first with the stabilizer.
I see.
If you put any flavor or a lot of flavor, sugar or anything like that, you're thinning it, and it will not form a foamy whipping cream for you. So this has been whipped for about 4 to 5 minutes, and this is what it looks like. Very light, and it has a nice sweet orange fragrance to it. And the next step, we're going to frost the cake.
Sounds good.